Welcome to episode 5 of Wilbury Overland. My name is Michael Lee. I'm the Wilbury Overland guy. Also Wilbury Teas. It's one of our St. George teas. Visit beautiful St. George. You should. It's awesome here. I love it. Anyways, today we're doing electrical. And it's going to be part 1 because I guarantee I'm not going to get them both done. But we're going to start here right up at the very front. So what we've got here is a box that has been mounted by the previous owner into here, and it is actually designed for nautical stuff. So this is the Newport Vessels Smart Power battery box. I've had to do some research on it because I didn't know anything about how it worked, much like the rest of this trailer, and it's actually really cool. You hook it up on the inside, you get both terminals hooked up in there, and then on the outside of it, you've got these 2 separate terminals that you can just add all of your accessories on without having to have the whole battery exposed all the time. So before I do anything else, I've got my battery. My battery is here. It's just a 12-volt battery. I don't think there's anything really special about it, but there are no nuts for my battery has no nuts.
Got him!
No nuts. There's no nuts for the 2 terminals. So quick trip over to the hardware store right now, and I'm going to get the right size for those so that I can tighten it down. And then I want to see if I can get this electrical system working tonight so that I can start adding lights to it. Also, I just caught a look of my face in this video. It is hotter than a freaking redheaded roofer right now.
I thought roofing in the middle of July is a redhead. I thought that was difficult.
It is so freaking hot. St. George, Utah, 107 degrees. Come visit, but maybe not in June or July. You know what? Just don't come during the summer. But other than that, it's pretty awesome. Anyways, okay, so I'm probably also going to do a little bit of a feature on this Newport Vessels Smart Power battery box, because with me messing around with it so far, I really like it a lot. And while it might not have been designed for this purpose, I can see why the previous owner did this, because it sure works out great. So anyways, going to the hardware store, then I'll be right back. I am not ashamed at all to admit that I am that guy. I take the whole unit with me into the hardware store because I'm not making 3 or 4 freaking trips to get the right size. So I just take it in there, and guess what? I got the right size nuts on the first try, so don't even care. Well, just got back from the hardware store. I'm going to try to film this inside the shade because holy crap. It's only like 107 degrees today, but it feels so much hotter. Just the air is hot. Everything is freaking hot. Okay, so I got the nuts for the battery. My battery has nuts again. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go and install the battery inside of the Newport, Newport Vessels Smart Power battery box. What I wanted to show you is, here's the actual box itself. When you put this lid on it, you've got positive and negative leads that come right from the box, and then it's wired up so that then you've got these 2 terminals on the outside that you can hook up to. One of the reasons that I guess it's cool, I don't think I'll ever use it, but it's got room for just a traditional USB 3.0 right there, and then also like a cigarette lighter adapter on the actual box, but I can't see myself actually ever using that. So I'm gonna go install this right now. What you're gonna see is me just tightening down the positive and negative leads from the inside of the lid of the box, and then I'll probably start putting the accessories on the outside. So here we go. It really is as easy as I described. It's just putting the positive leads on the positive side and the negative on the negative side. Also, yes, I own a socket wrench. No, it's not at my house right now. Okay, so we have the battery all hooked up, and we are now reaching the point of actually making this functional. So you can see here that the previous owner had this thing wired up, and right outside of this compartment, he's got this nifty little electrical panel that right now is hooked up to nothing. So this thing's hooked up to eventually run my water and a bunch of different lights. Now, what I need to do is just hook up those cables, which are primarily coming out of here, onto these two terminals on the outside. Once I have got all of that hooked up on there, I'm going to show you my favorite little feature on this that really makes me happy. So what we'll start with is hooking up this. It's really straightforward. You've just got your positive and your negative. And I'm going to do the same thing with these cables that are going over to that electrical panel, positive and negative, and positive and negative. So here we go. After you get the eyelets just put right on the terminals there, you just fasten it down with some plastic wing nuts. I mean, it's so easy I can do it, and I'm no genius. Well, since I've taken so long talking about this product, I figured I'd take a second and actually kind of go over it. I've got like 25 followers, so don't think for a second that I'm being sponsored or something by this. I just thought it was good to kind of go over it. Like I said before, it clearly was made with fishing and with boats in mind, I think, is a waterproofing measure. But as you can see on here, there's a lot of awesome features that are really applicable to overlanding. With the touch of a button, you can see just exactly how much battery power you've got left in it. It has the capability of powering things via USB, although, like I said, I doubt I'll ever use it. And it has an additional cigarette lighter input as well. And all of this is on top of the next feature that really isn't part of this box, but is something that was built in by the previous owner that I find to be chef's kiss. All right, we've got it all hooked up. All right, the moment that I've been waiting for here, haven't even turned it on yet. I just take this switch, flip it to on, and now take a look. Take a look. We have power running to the panel. I'm feeling good. I haven't gotten any of the, he's got some old LEDs in here that are just this kind that sticks on. Look, it's 107 degrees out here. This is a black trailer, and the inside of this thing is going to be, you know, an order of magnitude hotter. So I'm definitely not going to be using those same types. In fact, I've already picked out the ones that I want to use, but let's see if I can find those lights. In the meantime, I can't even find that light. I was going to try to turn it on to make sure that it works, but anyways, at least the panel's got power coming to it. So I want to show one more thing, and then I will be done with this video. And it's probably, in my opinion, the coolest part of this whole project, which is once you've got the battery in here and once you've got it all hooked up, how in the world do you charge this thing? This little thing right here is called a NOCO Genius. I feel silly even saying this. I've got like 25 people that subscribe to this channel, but no one sponsors me. No one gives two craps about me. But it was just in here. This is part of it. He's got this thing wired up to where this plug comes out and it's powered. It's hooked right up to the battery. And on the other side is a male end for charging. And so, without further delay, I've plugged in an extension cord into the inside of my home, and that extension cord just comes out here, and I just plug it directly into there, and I can see that it is charging. So it literally is charging the battery right now. I'll come back later, make sure that I've got a full charge on it, but yeah, I just plugged this thing in. I have no idea the integrity of this battery, so I do not know how long this battery will last on a full charge. But another cool thing that I don't intend to use right now, but at least it's an option for the future. He's got this to where I could run a solar panel. I'd probably update that, but I could run solar to this to power it up out on the road too. But for right now, I don't see myself wanting to use that. So this is part one of our electrical series. Our second one is going to be putting in some Lux magnetic LED lights that are going to just be in every compartment. I'll probably put some along the base. And then after that, I'm very excited about the water tank. In fact, the water tank's the whole reason that I wanted to do this, is to make sure that I could start pumping water. So anyways, that is episode 5 of Wilbury Overland. Loving this. I'm so pleased with it. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.